Hello violinists, welcome to Brown Strings. I'm Henriette and today's lesson is about Ali Bally from the Fiddle Time Joggers book. I'll play it for you first. Ali Bali, I think, is an absolutely lovely, flowing tune. I really adore this tune. You may have noticed that I was playing the whole bows all the way, and with the whole bow I mean you go right from here to the very point, so be careful that your whole bow isn't turning into something like that, but you use those outer ends at the point and heel of the bow if you possibly can as well. Now, to be able to do that, to be able to use the long bows, you want to check over your bow hold. And every lesson we have done a little bit of work on our bow hold, and so we're doing this again today as well. So your middle finger and your thumb are opposite each other. And I'm putting those onto the bow first, and then I'm setting all my other fingers. So there of course a space here between my index finger and middle finger, and also a little space between my ring finger and pinky, and your pinky, as you probably know, is on the side edge. So your bow has got edges here, and that is done on purpose so that you know where to put your pinky. So your pinky is not on the top edge, but it's on the side. So it is more or less leaning against the bow from the sides there. So if I put it all together again, there we are. And now when you bow, I want you to really swing that bow arm so that you start using slightly longer bows. And also I want you to stretch your bow arm forwards. We've seen in the past, if your bow arm points forwards like this, your bow stays nice and parallel to the bridge. And if you don't point your bow forwards, this might happen. You can see my bow slipping, you see, and that is because my arm went too far to my side right here. Okay, so this is a good exercise, this tune, to practice your straight bowing as well. So will you join me playing this from the beginning, and then we won't play the repeat. After 4, let's get ready on D. After 4, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stretch your bow arm forward. Try to swing those bows. Well done, that was a very good go. Shall we just try that again? And this time I want you to even more try to swing your bow arm so you give it a really good speed on your bow there. After 4, so let's have your left hand ready as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Super. The more you practice swinging that bow arm, the more relaxed it will become. So this time I want you to think about putting your shoulders in their lowest position, so you really play with the weight of the bow into the string a bit more. And remember to stretch your bow arm forwards. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. nice and relaxed and really nice and flowing. Now, can we take a look at the last bar of line 1? And in the last bar of line 1, you play one finger on the D string, followed by one finger on the G string. Now, in another lesson earlier on in this series, we have seen that your first finger can go in between the two strings. And I suggest you do that here as well. So your first finger goes in between the D string and the G string. And I catch both strings. I hope you can see this like that. So I'm neither on the D string or on the G string, but I'm right in between. Now let's place your finger in the middle between those two strings and let's hear what that sounds like. So I'm playing one finger on D, one finger on G. But I'm not hopping across like that. It's not good. And you see I'm hopping across. That's not what it should be like. Have your first finger on both strings together. That's it. So when you play the bar before those two Ds, you're going to be thinking about placing your first finger ready for the last bar of line 1. Shall we play this once again, this first line, and just see if we can do that coming from the beginning of your piece. So let's get ready, finger line, thumb and tennis ball in place. And let's keep thinking about swinging that bow arm. And then once we get to bar 4, see if you can add to your thinking one finger on two strings. Here we go, 3, 4. Let's do that one more time. And wow, impressive. Very, very impressive. Now, we've talked about this many times before, the fact that violin playing is multitasking. So what you've already been working on is straight bowing, relaxed bow arm. Now, one finger on two strings, and we're going to add to that I want you to listen that you're syncing your left hand and your bow hand together, so that you change bows and change notes precisely at the same time. And I'll tell you what it sounds like if it's not quite in sync. Can you hear? There I've got slight ruffles in my playing, and my bow and my finger aren't quite together at the same time. So now, will you join me and listen out, listen very carefully, if you can have a perfect synchronization between your bow changes and your left hand. From the beginning, one more time. Last time, so give it your best shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now listen. Well done. You have learnt a lot of different things today in playing this piece, so I'm in awe of you, developing your technique all along, and that is really what violin playing is about. You try it today, can you manage it? Then try it again tomorrow, and you might even learn this piece off by heart for your next lesson, because you know one of my other favourite aspects of violin playing is, can you find a pattern? Now, the pattern in this tune, I'll let you think that over, but I think it's very manageable to learn that off by heart, don't you think? So, if you found out what the pattern is, can you write it for me in the comments section below? And do please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, but feel free to share this video as well with your friends. Goodbye.